Hi, last year I was fortunate enough to do the commentary for the kayak cross. You know, that great event where the kayakers line up, the ramp drops and they go into the swirling white water, surrounded by a cacophony of noise from the packed grandstands. It's very exciting. It's got jeopardy. You don't know who's going to win. The gold medal in the women's event went to Naomi Fox. Her sister, who was the best paddler, Jess Fox, she didn't even make the finals because she couldn't fight her way through at the start of the course. It was so good to watch. And it got me thinking, comparing that to rowing's offering to spice up their Olympic games, which was beach sprint. And I thought beach sprint was a second best by comparison. To be fair, I didn't know the sport. That all changed when I went to Antalya to do the commentary for the European beach sprints. And I have to tell you, beach sprints has the potential to surpass kayak cross. It is potentially far more exciting. And the reason for that is it's got more jeopardy. It's got jeopardy in the sense you cannot predict what's going to happen. The exciting beach sprint start, the cockpit with the crowd and the noise, it's all there. But then people at the start, they can jump into the boat and do it incorrectly. They can't get their first stroke. They lose out. And then they've got a slalom in and out of these buoys. If you hit a buoy with a blade, maybe it's not going to make a difference. Maybe it does. Maybe you lose your scull. Possibly you fall in the big buoy where you have to turn round at the coast. Well, if there's an offshore wind, you kind of mess up your turn and you can go in leading but come out in second place. And then the tendency is that I've seen a lot of crews, they head off before they're straight and they go to some different part of the course. Loads of jeopardy there. And then sprinting back. The thing is, what I really didn't realise and what makes this event so compelling is that the finals, the quarterfinals, the semis and the finals, they're all done within half an hour. The endurance capacity that athletes have to have is phenomenal. I saw one athlete, a young Spanish lad, and he was leading. He jumped out the boat and you could see something wasn't quite right. And then halfway up the beach, his legs turned to jelly. They gave out and he just fell down and his competitor came through and won. You see people diving for that buzzer and, you know, missing it. Actually, they would win, but they miss it on the dive because their fellow competitor is so close. And the other guy wins because they can actually dive and hit the buzzer. It is so exciting. To be honest, I think the sport needs to sell it really well, and I think it's going to make a great impact. I'm going to be watching the World Championships coming up in Antalya. Why don't you?